guess we'll get started.
Look at this agenda. Holy moly.
But, dude, consent agenda. First step.
Oh, that's the consent,
Yeah.
the consent agenda. Oh my gosh.
Sorry. Go ahead. You want to do a roll call?
Sure. I have my Annie Kathy, Allison Franz, Andrew Chorney, Chris Lounsbury, Dylan Jacks, Jerry Marks, Kyla Lennertz, Melissa Fisher, Shane Stack, Violet Plummer, and MCAT. And it looks like in the room we have the 3 commissioners. Is there anybody else joining you, commissioners?
Nope.
All right, thank you.
Sure.
Okay, any public comment on items not in the agenda? Okay, this is our first day with the consent agenda.
Yeah, explain. How does such a thing
Well,
work?
we get to punt or to Chris.
Good morning, commissioners. Yes, this is our first attempt at a consent agenda. So the anticipated plan is that I will present the items to you just so that they're recorded for MCAT purposes and also for the record, and then you would vote on them as a block. So today on your consent agenda, you have a request to approve Parks, Trails, and Open Lands matching grants with Sealy Lake Lions, Target Range Foundation, and Sealy Rocks. You also have contracts for alcohol tax funding. You'll recall you approved the funding distribution formula at a previous admin. So this is just the contracts with the agencies who will use that money to provide services to our community. And so you have a contract with Cedar Creek, with Guided Healing Trails, Open Aid Alliance, and Stepping Stones. And then finally, you have one board appointment where you had only one member, and it's to appoint Tracy Bennett to fill the remainder of the vacant term on the Evero Finley O'Keefe Creek Community Council.
Thank you, Chris.
Thanks so much. Well,
I would move we approve the consent agenda.
I will second it.
any further comment? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Oh, this is historic.
If I had much hair, it would be swept back with the speed at which.
Thank you, commissioners.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Action items. Okay, so looks like we have Jerry Marks, or no? Okay, there we go. Didn't see you. Sorry.
Okay, this is an amendment to the contract from A&E Architects. This is basically for the audio-visual stuff for putting in the new facility, as well as the solar panels. I think they use a different term, they call it what, photovoltaic array. But anyway, that's what it is. It's for $35,016.
I can hear most of that.
Gosh.
Yeah, Jerry, can you try that again? You broke up.
So we missed
Okay,
most of
am I kind of cutting out? Is this better?
I want to try accent the video. That might help.
Maybe if you turn the camera off, would that?
Okay, we can try that. All right, is this any better?
So far.
So good. Yeah.
Okay, let's try this. This is an amendment to the contract with A&E Architects. This is basically to cover the audio visual we're putting in our conference rooms and meeting rooms, as well as the solar panels. They use a different term for solar. They use a photovoltaic, which I'm not totally familiar with, but that's going in place. And we've covered this with Ethan and Jason Hauser. I don't know what else to say, but it's $35,016.
Okay, well, it sounds like things we need out there.
Yes.
So I would move that we approve the amendment to the contract.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
And good luck.
Yeah. Thanks, Jerry.
Okay, temporary construction easement, Shane Stack.
What? I don't know what that is.
Good morning.
Guess.
Can you guys see my screen okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect. So this is a temporary construction easement for the Mullen build project. It's on a segment of Mary Jane Boulevard between Camden Street and Flynn Lane. So it's this section through here, and I will show you kind of a different image. But it's essentially this 10-foot strip on either side of Mary Jane Boulevard between Camden and Flynn. So Yeah, it's just a kind of have to sign to complete the tentative construction easement so that we have that during construction, so that we have the room to operate equipment, things like that.
It's
Okay.
an important detail on.
Yeah. So Shane, did we have to pay for this, or how's this even work?
No, it was a donation. Most of the properties that we've had to acquire, Josh, through this process have all been donation. There's a benefit to all these properties. Essentially, this infrastructure is built at no cost to them. And if this property would have normally been developed through subdivision, they would have had to not only provide the right of way, but they would also have to provide the infrastructure. So it's a benefit for them to provide that right of way so that we can construct the project.
Excellent. I think that's a drum we should continue to keep beating.
We have been.
All right, I would move we approve the temporary construction easement.
Second.
Any further public comment? All in favor?
All right. Thanks, Shane.
Thank you. Kyla with the Aquatic Invasive Species District Board.
Hi, Commissioners. Due to the new creation of the board, we had some staggered terms. So we had 3 terms expire December 31st, 2021. All 3 current members are eligible for reappointment and submitted letters of interest. Mike Day, Emmon Peterson, and Russ Hartzell. We had 1 new applicant, Asa Wise. So the motions before you today are to reappoint the 3 current board members and to appoint Asa as an alternate to the board.
I would move exactly that, what you just said there, Kyla.
Perfect, I'll second that.
Any further discussion? All in favor? Aye. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, Skylar, for keeping track of all these moving
course.
parts.
So the next one before you is for the East Missoula Community Council. Doug Combs resigned in September of 2021, leaving a vacant seat open through May 31st, 2023. And we have 1 alternate seat that we opened on the board. We had 2 new applicants, Sue Holden and Stephen Hayes. So those 2 positions are open to be filled. Looks like Lee did join the call and Lori also joined the call if you'd like any discussion.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
that would be great. Discussion would be great.
Yeah, so Lee and Lori.
Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I just wanted to listen in. I don't have any more comments. I did fill out your survey, and that's pretty much all I can tell you. I know that I've known Sue Holden for years because she's on our sewer board as well, and she attends our East Missoula Community Council meetings consistently. Stephen Hayes had emailed me back at the beginning of December, and we had a couple email correspondences, but I never met him and I don't know him, so I can't vouch for him. All I can do is vouch for Sue Holden. So I don't know what you've already received. There's been other surveys that you've received, I'm sure, and perhaps there is somebody that knows Stephen Hayes and can offer a better whatever on Stephen Hayes, only because I just don't know him. But
He had a good interview, and I would think that
Good.
moving Sue to the position, to the seat, and Steve to the alternate would be a great.
Perfect.
Well, is there an alternate to be
yes,
filled? Okay,
Yes.
there is. Okay.
I think that would be perfect myself.
Because he
I'd like
wants
to get to know Steve.
Yeah, then I would move Sue Holden to the board and have Mr. Hayes be the alternate.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion or public comment, or?
I think that's a great idea, Juan, because that will give him the opportunity to see what we're up to on the board, and it'll also give the board an opportunity to meet him. So that'd be fantastic. I agree with you. Thank you.
Great, well then, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Food Policy Advisory Board.
Do you want to do the Lolo?
Oops, sorry. The wind in my hair. Yes, Lolo Community Council, sorry.
Okay, I'll just give a brief overview. In October 2021, the bylaws were revised to allow alternates to the Lolo Community Council. We had one new applicant who applied, Chris Richardson.
I thought that we discussed this as far as not filling it at this time and encouraging this person or others to actually file for office as they normally would.
Okay, I can reach out to Chris and suggest that.
I believe so.
Yeah, since it's
Yeah.
a brand new position.
Brand new.
It's not like we're having to back
Oh,
up.
gotcha,
They
thank
can-
you.
they can
Yeah,
run for
brand
it.
new position.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it would be the school election, if I'm not mistaken.
Is
In
it-
May?
May?
Yes, the application to submit is about a month. I believe it's February 9th to apply with the elections office for those special districts.
Okay.
Great,
I'm good
thank
with
you.
that.
So, what, was there a motion?
I don't know that there needs to be unless
So we're not,
a parliamentarian out there thinks that we
Yeah.
need a motion for this.
We don't see any parliamentarians
Parliamentarians.
lighting up. Okay, thank you so much, Kyla.
Okay,
And what's
so food policy is the last one I have on the agenda. The current member, Jessica Allred, term expired December 31st, 2021. She did submit her letter of interest and is eligible for reappointment. I will note that she did submit her letter of interest after the application did close, so some of the interviews were taking place for the new applicants. We had 2 new applicants, Grant Melton and Rebecca Elderkin. So there's only one position to fill. It's a full 3-year position through December 31st, 2024.
so I think we should have Jessica Allred continue on. She was unsure and we were able to have a conversation and she decided to, she does great work with the food bank and is really tied into this world. I would move we have Jessica be re-upped and we just should reach out to the other 2 and encourage them to go to meetings and remain involved. And we're glad that they put their names in.
I'll second that.
Any further public comment? All in favor? Aye.
Thank you.
My
And
gosh.
these board
I know.
appointments.
Well,
Boom,
minutes.
boom.
Correspondence, discussion items, upcoming events.
If you haven't checked it out, watch the reboot of All Aboard Montana with Academy Award winning actor
Yeah.
J.K. Simmons and his brother David Simmons. Available on the Big Sky Passenger Rail Authority YouTube channel.
Can someone throw that in the chat? Is the chat recorded?
I bet Violet Plummer has this at her fingertips here.
So, and commissioners, just one quick thing. You had asked for a letter to the Confederated Salish and Kootenai, welcoming their new chair and new members and welcoming back
Yeah.
to returning. That will be on admin next week on the 20th. So,
Thank you.
And if I'm not mistaken, the governor did not appoint our recommendation to the water compact board up there, so. Yeah. Oh, it looks like there's a comment. in
It
here.
might be the
It
link.
Might be.
There we go.
There it is.
Yeah,
Quick as you
you've
want.
gotta check that out, folks.
Okay, have a great morning, everyone. 14 minutes.
Nicely
We
done.
like this consent agenda.
Wow. Dang.